Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. Instead of you seeing me in the video and seeing the cards, I wanted to try an audio today. And honestly, I'm pretty sure most of you have already seen my tarot cards or just seen tarot cards in general because I'm assuming that you watch more than just my tarot readings. So I just wanted to try something a little bit different. I'm still going to share my screen. You already know. And today's reading is titled, How is Your Absence Felt? So we have two pals here today. And the reason why I really wanted to do this reading is because Mercury is going to go into retrograde in Capricorn on December 29th. So that's 9 days from now. And whenever Mercury goes into retrograde, it's a time to reassess your goals, reevaluate, and not just your life goals and your achievements in your career, but also relationships with people. Because again, Gemini rules, not Gemini rules, but Mercury rules over Gemini and Virgo. Okay. Sometimes I can say it backwards, the planets and the signs, but you get the gist of what I'm trying to say here. So I wanted to do this reading so that people can reflect on past relationships and see what needs to change on both parts. See what needs to change on your part and see what you need from other people, because a lot of times we can just be accepting people for the sake of having people in our lives, but you have to realize that you get to decide what types of people are going to be in your life, be in your circle, and what types of characteristics that they're going to have. You don't have to put up with just anybody. You get to select, you know, who you want in your circle and what type of person that they will be. That's the beauty of manifestation. That's the beauty of doing the inner work so that you can bring in people that are like complementary to you instead of people that bring out the toxicity in you. Okay. So we have two pals here today, and you are more than welcome to pick both if that's what your soul is calling you to do. Don't just pick it because I suggest it. Don't just pick it because you see people in the comments doing it. Really listen to yourself and see what your intuition is calling. Okay. Let me give you all a second to pick. Okay. We're going to go ahead and get started with pile number one. So another thing that I wanted to say is I'm actually going to be shuffling. So I usually pre-shuffle before I do these readings. And the reason why I do that is so that I can pace myself. Because if I don't pre-shuffle, my readings could be really, really long. Because I'm the type of reader, like I'm very analytical with it, okay? So I like to get into the details and I can get deeper and deeper and deeper. And while that's amazing, I got to think about computer space. I also have to think about people's attention spans. So it's why I usually shuffle beforehand, but I just wanted to try something different and actually shuffle today. Okay, so spirit, how are people affected by Pound Number One's absence? So first I want to say, Pound Number One, you have a very cozy energy. And not only is your energy just cozy as fuck, like you can cook. Like you can really, really cook here, okay? Like I feel like if your house is, or your house or your apartment, you know, or your condo or wherever you live in, honey, like wherever it is, it always smells so good. So whether you have like a cinnamon roll candle, you get those candles from Bath and Body Works or from White Barn or wherever you get them. You can even get them from Walmart because they have some good ones too. Don't sleep on Walmart's candles. But you either have a wax warmer here, an oil diffuser, and you like to light incense here, or sage or Palo Santo. But you always are cleansing your space, and it's very cozy, and it also smells really good, and it smells really inviting. Like if you're a woman here, you have the like your house smells like somebody's grandmother's house, okay? If you're a man here, it's the same thing. It smells like somebody's grandfather's. And if you're non-binary, it just smells like the house of an elder, okay? It just smells really elevated. Like I can't really describe it, but that's the feeling that I'm getting. Like you make people feel at home, and not just in your home, but just in your presence, kind of one. You have a very cozy energy, and people are affected by your absence because they don't meet people like you. You know, you're the type of person, Pound Number One, you meet every blue moon. You're very giving, you're very nurturing. And this is not, these are not common traits. I feel like when we possess these types of traits, it's easy to think that other people do too. But a lot of people don't. And it's something that's rare about you, pal number one. And it's why people miss you so much. Like they miss your energy, but they also miss just the food you would cook. They also miss having a shoulder to cry on, having somebody to vent to, having somebody to hang out with, having somebody to just rely on and depend on because you were that type of person. So that's what people miss. But pal number one, excuse me, I feel like you do not play though. Like you have gotten good with boundaries. I feel like when you first started pal number one, you struggled a little bit. Okay, you did because you wanted to see the good in people, and I feel like when you did have boundaries, you would only like limit them with certain people. But now you're learning to keep those boundaries with every person, no matter who they are, because boundaries just protect you. Boundaries show people what you will and will not tolerate. Boundaries are just a symbol of respect. That's really it. Everybody has them, and you learned that, okay, if other people can have them, why can't I? Because I feel like, powder one, you probably used to deal with people that made you feel like, no, those boundaries apply to everybody else but me. And trust me, I've come across these people too, and it's very funny, but it's also just shows how people are entitled to your energy. Because why would you think that that only applies to them and not you? Just because you're close to me, that doesn't mean you get to take advantage of me and have my resources and my energy whenever you want. Mm-mm. So you've learned that. That's why I feel like some of these people are blocked on social media. So how is your absence affecting them? They're blocked. They can't see what you're doing here, okay? They can't. So let's see energetically. So spirit, how are they affected by pal number one's absence here? How are they affected by pal number one's absence? Okay. How are they affected? How are they affected by pal number one's absence? How are they affected by pal number one's absence? Ooh, we got the emperor. Okay. Let's see. What else? They affected by pal number one's ifs. Okay, so pal number one. Oh, we also have the Seven of Wands. Okay, let's start with the Emperor first. Okay, so with the Emperor card coming out, the first card that came out for you was a major arcana. So this just shows that you played a major role in their life, okay? Whether you are a male, female, or non-binary, you have this very masculine energy about you, okay? And you have that energy to where you can get shit done, to where you are stable, to where you can take care of other people and yourself, okay? They miss this energy. This is what I was saying about you being reliable and dependable. Like people can depend on you. People can depend on you to come through. You're very like you're nurturing with that feminine energy, but you provide, okay? You're somebody who's keen on taking care of other people here with this emperor energy, and you make sure that you don't abuse your power. So when you were taking care of these people, you didn't throw it in their face. You didn't try to blackmail them. You know how some people are like, well, I did this for you. You never are that type of person, pal number one. That's what people really miss about you. The fact that you were fair, the fact that you did things and you stood by your word. If you said you were going to do something, you did it. And I feel like the people that you're no longer with, pal number one, are friends, because I just got friends. That was the word that came up, friends. And I feel like you were like, for some of you, you just represented like a parental figure for these people, okay? Especially if you were a man here, like you could have had, homeboys that you hung out with, or even homegirls, and they felt like it was a father energy or even a big brother energy here. It's just this mature energy with the emperor being here, very mature, and people miss that because I feel like they were able to talk to you about certain things, and they were able to see where they were wrong. They could have been venting to you about a situation, and while you let them know their feelings were valid and you understood where they were coming from, you also understood where the other person was coming from. And you were able to help them understand so that they could mend the connection or just have a clear understanding of what it was if they didn't mend it. And people miss that because you kind of give off this therapist type of energy. Pal number one, you may be somebody that is into psychology. You may have majored in it. You may want to, but you will be really good in that field because you're able to understand it. You may be a Gemini too, or a Pisces, or a Sag. Take what resonates. You just have like mutable energy to where you're able to understand different things, even if they're complex. The next card we have is Seven of Wands, okay? So how are they affected by your absence, Pal number one? Like I feel like they're going through a lot of arguments because with this Emperor energy here, you were able to come in and bring balance and bring clarity. But without you, it's like they get caught up in drama because they don't have anybody to vent to anymore about it. They get caught up in missing the red flags on people because they can't come to you. You were that friend that made sure that, hey, this is not somebody you want to hang around. You gave great advice here, and they don't have that, so their life is in shambles, and it's a lot of drama going on. Okay, you may even be hearing about this through the grapevine, but for a lot of you, I feel like this is taking place on social media. It's funny, and the reason why I say it's funny is because recently, like there was like an old best friend that I seen on Facebook, and I seen her arguing with one of my other old best friends, and it made me laugh because I'm like, are y'all still on that? Because that they were doing that when we were in high school, but we've since then graduated, and have moved on, and we're all grown women, and they still on that. So I feel like the same situation is going to happen with you, Padawan, whether you are male, female, or non-binary. You're going to see like, wow, y'all still on that? Y'all still haven't matured? Because what I get, pal number one, is that you were the mature friend, okay? You were the mature friend here. Like I feel like that's why you have that therapist energy because when your friends were arguing, you could see both sides and you were able to help them see each other's sides. Like that's how good you are when it comes to managing people, okay? You got that energy. You could also be a Capricorn here, pound number one. But yeah, they're definitely missing your peaceful energy, okay? Some people try to make fun of people who are peaceful and make it seem like they're corny, but then when you're not in their life, they really see like, wow, that really made a difference, even though I made fun of it. Like some people don't know how to appreciate that type of energy until it's gone. Let's see, how else are they affected? How else are they affected by my pound number one's absence here? Ooh, how else are they affected? Okay, so the Eight of Pentacles came out, and then the Page of Pentacles came out in reverse here. So with the Eight of Pentacles, it's like their confidence is affected. Like they're not able to do the things that they want to do because they're afraid. They're worried about what other people would think. Like these are people that have these goals and these big dreams, but they're afraid to take a leap of faith. Because anytime when I see the Page of Pentacles, to me, it's always a talent card. But with it being in reverse, it's like they're afraid to take that first step to lay that foundation that could secure financial stability for them in the future. Because whenever you work towards your goals and your dreams, your gifts make room for you. Eventually they lead to some type of financial prosperity, especially if you're trying to put yourself out there and create something or be a part of something creative here. But I feel like with this being in reverse, it's like they're afraid to take that first move because the page is about a new beginning. They don't want to take that new beginning and set that foundation for themselves. They don't want to invest in themselves here. And without you, because I feel like you gave them great ideas, you gave them the validation and the support that they needed. Like pound number one, you were like a cheerleader here. You were cheering them on, and pushing them towards their goals and affirming things for them. Like you were that, like you kind of give off like soccer mom vibes, not because you have the van or anything, but you know how soccer moms are. Like they amp the kids up, they're supportive, they're there. Then when they're done, they take them out to eat. Like you were just that type of friend. You may have actually took somebody out to eat here. Take what resonates. You could have been that friend that like somebody just got a new job or something or graduated. It could be different things like milestones that these people have made, and you were there to support them and kick it with them. But these people couldn't even do the same for you here, okay? How I said, oh, the High Priestess, honey. You got the High Priestess. You got another major arcana. So with the High Priestess coming out, pound number one, how are they affected by your absence? They're affected because they don't have any clarity or any guidance in their life. Pound number one, I feel like you have maybe a lot of water placements in your chart. I'm getting mostly Cancer energy here. And I feel like you were able to spot the red flags. That's what I was saying earlier. Like, you were able to spot those red flags, especially when it came to like your friends being in relationships with people that they shouldn't have been in. You were able to clock it immediately. You just knew that these people weren't good for them. And it was like they didn't want to listen. They thought you were hating. They thought you were jealous, but really you knew the truth about the whole situation. And now, excuse me, y'all, my allergies are bothering me. So if you hear me sniffing and clearing my throat, it's just that season. Y'all know how it is. And I'm drinking tea, so yeah. Like if you hear me pausing and stuff, It's because of that. Anyways, with the high priestess being here, you're very intuitive. You feel energy, you feel vibes, and every time you told somebody something, you were spot on. Even if they didn't believe you right away, they just started to see the signs and see what you were talking about. And now they feel like, man, I wish I could call pal number one and tell them that they was right, but it's done. You block these people because what really hurt you, pal number one, what I'm getting is like they because I don't know why I'm starting to hear that song by Iggy and Azalea. I'm saying her name correctly, and Rita Ora, it's like Black Widow, and then Iggy was like, "I'm feeling stupid for all of the time that I gave you." Like that's what I just heard, pound number one. So it's like you gave these people a lot of your time. You put off important things and projects, and even like you probably made plans with other people, but put it off for these people because you wanted to be there and support your friends here. You know, you could have put friends before family, or you may have been in a relationship and was hanging more out with your friends than your partner because you were just trying to please them, and they didn't even respect that, nor did they understand it. Let's see. Ooh, we got the Four of Pentacles. So the Four of Pentacles came out in reverse. How are they affected by your absence, pal number one? They aren't making money. And if they are making money, they're not spending their money wisely. Like I feel like they have money that come and go. Like these people may be living from paycheck to paycheck, but I feel like they do have money to be stable, but it's like they keep spending their money up on lashes and nails. And there's nothing wrong with doing that. You know, self-care is important, but if you know that you don't have the means to sustain that, and you know you need to be on a budget, and you know you need to maybe wait to get things like that, and maybe that shouldn't be a priority. Yeah, of course your money is going to go down the drain. You know, if you understand the way money works, you know, money isn't energy, it's currency. But at the same time, you have to work with what you have. You can't be out here trying to get $300 lace fronts and your rent is 500. You know what I'm saying? So then you only have 200 left for your rent. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to be smart with your money, especially now because there's inflation and the prices are changing and things are fluctuating, and it's getting hard out here. It's giving Great Depression vibes, okay? It really is. So it's important to manage your money correctly because you're gonna need it and you never know what could happen. You know, things can happen to your car, something can happen in the house. Like that's why it's important to be budgeting your money. And I feel like these people, they don't really understand that here. Excuse me. They don't really understand that, okay? It's like they're spending money for the hell of it. Because I'm hearing living young and wild and free. And why that's important, it's like live young, wild, and free, but with caution. You know, think about the things you have to do and have to pay for. Some of these people here might even have kids here, and it's like they care more about being stylish before taking care of their kids. And that's the problem. And I feel like you were that type of friend that was like, no, do this for your kids first. Like you were very nurturing, you know, and if you had kids, y'all kids will play together, but it's like no more. And I feel like they also try to call you because they like, oh, can you come to my kid's birthday party? And while it is hurtful, and while your kids probably do miss their kids, you have to understand that your kids don't need to be around toxicity. Your kids need to understand that what a real friendship is and have that model to them. And also kids need to see how to leave toxic situations. I feel like they always see how to get into these situations, but they rarely ever are taught how to get out of it. So, pattern number one, you leaving this toxic friend alone, even though they have kids, that's showing your kids, okay, if somebody is mistreating me, I can leave because kids watch, right? So, don't feel bad, pattern number one, for cutting off these people. I really don't think you should, okay? Because you probably did a little bit, but I don't think you should, honey, because oh, the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, these people like they don't how they affected by your absence, pound number one. It's like their self-worth is dependent on other people. They're very codependent. So their worth could have been dependent on you. It's like these people have very troubled childhoods here. Some of these people may have lost their mothers at a young age or just don't really have emotionally available mothers here. You know, they don't have emotionally available parents, period. So they depended on you because you had that type of parental energy, like I said earlier. But with the Ace of Pentacles, it's like they don't know how to see their worth. They don't know how to see their value. They don't even know how to work towards their goals with confidence because they need the validation of everybody around them or else they can't do it. And you can't live your life like that, you know? Because Not everybody is going to understand what you're trying to do or approve of it, but it doesn't matter. If your heart is calling you to do something, do it. Because, when I first started doing tarot, my heart was calling me to do that. And people tried to make me feel like, oh, you're a devil worshiper. But never that. I was listening to spirit, I was listening to God, and tarot has gotten me so far because it's helped me grow spiritually, but it's also helped me to help other people and help me to spread my truth and also help me to inform and teach and uplift others. But had I listened to other people around me and just stayed small, I probably wouldn't even be on YouTube right now. So, path number one, these people, they don't know how to go towards their goals because they're too busy worrying about what everybody else thinks. They're trying to keep up with the Joneses instead of just being who they really are. And that's the difference between you and them. And I think that that's why they were a little bit envious of you too, pal number one. You probably felt, especially if you were a woman and these were female friends, definitely, okay? I'm definitely getting some jealousy here. Some jealousy. And I just feel like these are the type of friends that were happy when something happened to you. So if you ever had a vibe when you told them that something bad happened, you just was like, am I tripping or did it seem like they were happy about that? No, you were not tripping, pal number one. You were definitely not tripping, honey. You were not. Oh, the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups came right out. Okay. So the Ace of Cups came right off the Ace of Pentacles here. So they're really missing your love here because we know the Ace of Cups is about giving, that grand love. Okay. They don't have that love in their life anymore. Nobody gives love like that. You know, they're around people like them. They're around people that give the bare minimum, barely even that. They're around people that don't want to be vulnerable. They're around people who have trust issues. Everything is being reflected back to them because that's the energy that they were trying to put onto you here, okay? And for some of you, these are fake friends, but some of you, these could be exes here. And I'm getting exes plural, honey, plural. Exes. Yeah. Oh, Page of Swords. Okay, so they're definitely blocked on social media, but they want to communicate with you. Page of Swords, pages, like I said, are new beginnings. With the swords here, we know that deals with communication, thinking. So they're thinking about you, and it's like they want to have this new beginning with you. They want to come and talk to you. They want to make things right, but I don't feel like it's in your best interest to do that. Pile number one. They're affected by your absence because they can't find people like you. They probably try to lurk on your social media here, or they try to make new accounts. Maybe you blocked them already, for some of you, but they're trying to make new accounts to try to see what you're doing. That's how much they miss you. They miss your energy here. But what I'm getting here is people that miss what you do for them, not really you. These are just people that think love is about transactions and what you can give to people and what people can give to you, but that's not it. We got the Ten of Swords here. So they're definitely heartbroken by you leaving them. Or if these people cut you off, they really feel like it was a mistake, okay? They want to come back, but I don't really think that you give second chances like that, power number one. I feel like in your past you did, but I feel like you just gotten to the point where you just stopped giving people second chances because people, when you give them an inch, they're going to take a mile. And you've realized, like, you know what? I have to set stronger boundaries. And that's what you've done. Because even on this Ten of Swords card, it's somebody that has their hand up. So I feel like that's you. Like, no, stop. You're not allowed to be in my life. And these people, they feel guilty about what they did. I feel like some of these people just did some grimy ass shit. Like, for example, let's say y'all both had kids, right? um let's say if you weren't with somebody, right, you would talk to this person about your baby father. They slept with your baby father. The same thing could happen if you were men. They slept with your baby mama. Like, I'm getting some type of scandalous energy, something dealing with sex here. Okay, and if you weren't dealing with baby mama drama, it was a partner that you had. Even if you're non-binary, the same thing could have happened. It could have been somebody you were dating and you were around this person, and let's say you didn't even have kids, you had nieces and nephews that they was playing with, and then they ended up sleeping with your partner. So it's like a lot of messy shit going on. And that's why you cut these people off because they too messy. Okay? Carisha, please. All right. They're very messy. Let's see what else. How are they affected? Yeah, the King of Swords is in reverse. Okay, because they want you to put your guards down. They're affected because they feel like, and what's funny is there's the scales in here, like balance. So you could be a Libra here, or these people could have been a Libra, but they feel like it's not fair what happened. And I'm just like, are y'all delusional or what? Like, it is fair. You don't mistreat people, sleep with people behind their back. Some of these people could have even stole from you. They could have stole money from you, stole ideas. Because I'm getting like a very scandalous energy here. Very scandalous, but very childish. Like very much stuck in arrested development. Like these people could be in their late 20s, but act like they're 15, freshly 15, or they still want to have the sweet 16 phase. Like it's time to grow up and be in reality and take responsibility for your actions. It's not because you were traumatized, and while trauma may be a factor in this, in the behavior, is really selfish to say, oh, it's because of that, because then you blame it on that without actually having to change and do the work. So that's why you don't want to mess with these people. And I understand this is mainly friends and exes. Okay, Four of Wands is here. This could have even been somebody you were married to. If this happened in a marriage, a friend stepped into a marriage, or this could just be like a friendship that you had for years that you thought that the other person was committed to, and you figured it out, and they missed how committed you were. They're affected by your absence because other people don't commit to them like that. Other people don't really care about their needs and their emotional needs, especially as much as you do. You were that friend that'll go grab a coffee, grab a tea, let's get something to eat and talk. What's going on? Let's go shopping and talk. What's going on? Like you were that type of friend. Or come over, I'm cooking. What's going on? Let's watch a movie. Let's play a game. Let's sip and paint. Like you were that type of friend, pal number one. Like I want to be your friend, okay? Because you got that good energy, and I love meeting people with good energy here. But you really have a good energy, and you were a good ass friend. Like and when the kids would come over, you would make stuff for the kids, like snacks, baked cookies, give them popsicles. Like you were just an all around good ass person, okay? And these people miss that. They miss it. They wish they could just come over and take shots with you. They miss that they can just come over and get something to eat. But no, because I feel like they got so envious here that they felt like sleeping with your partner or stealing from you or taking something from you would make them equivalent to you. And that doesn't happen. I feel like you were dealing with people that have, mental health issues, being delusional, having a daydream, okay? For real. People can really like the mind is so powerful. It's so powerful. So just imagine like somebody operating from a space that is not healthy mentally. Imagine the type of actions they're gonna take, the thoughts they're gonna think, the words they're gonna speak. It's not gonna be in alignment. It's gonna be full of deception, full of confusion. Because I feel like these people confuse you, pound number one, but they also confuse themselves. Some of these people are like, why did I do that? I don't know. Some of these people may have mixed personalities because I'm hearing that song, Mixed Personalities. Okay, the magician. Oh, how are they affected by your absence? So you were just able to make shit happen, okay? You got another major arcana, okay? Because you have the emperor, the high priestess, and you got the magician. So with this magician energy, it's like you were able to manifest things. You were able to put your resources together to make things happen here. For some of you, I'm getting something very specific. Your kids could have, not your kids, but the person you were friends with, her kids could have been using your address to go to school. Like that came through very specific. So that's for somebody here, okay? But you just helped out in a major way. You probably helped her get stuff for her kids that they couldn't afford, or just help out. Because some of these people could have been like pregnant when you were their friend and they gave birth and you were there for them throughout that whole process here. But take what resonates, okay? If you're a man, it's the same thing. You know, you could have been around this other man helping him out with his son. Maybe he doesn't really know how to take care of the son, or he just got his son back. You know how things happen like that. And you were there trying to help him and trying to help him be a better father. And the same thing can apply if you're non binary. You just had a friend, regardless of whether they were male or female, that had a child and you were there trying to help them. But also they wish that they could have you back here. They're wishing, okay? Because the magician energy is like believing and wishing, but also these people could also be involved in spirituality. If you're spiritual power number one, they could be trying to do like candle magic, or they might just try to do like law of attraction things where they manifest a text from you or manifest something from you. But I don't get the vibe that it's going to work because I feel like what happened was just so much that it's not even like you can't reconcile with that type of energy. It's it was over the top, okay? And I feel like somebody went on social media running their mouth or just doing things that you just didn't expect them to do, especially because of what all they did for you. Some of these people, pound more, they could have stayed with you here. That's probably how it happened because I'm getting the Players Club. Like, you know how I think her name was Diamond, and then her cousin slept with her boyfriend. Like it's something like that with you, pound number one. Okay, so take what resonates. That's what I'm getting heavy. They're affected by your absence because they have to realize, like, wow, this person was really real. This person really had my back. Especially if this was your partner that cheated on you with a family member or a friend here, because it's very specific. They miss your home cooking. They miss coming home to a clean house. They miss having a because I feel like how number one, whether you're a male, female, or non-binary, you have that balance between your feminine and your masculine because you were able to be in that domestic sphere. So what I mean by the domestic sphere was you was able to cook and clean. It didn't have anything to do with gender roles, okay? It didn't have anything to do with the man do this and the woman do that. No, you did that because you wanted to. And you're somebody who keeps your house clean in general. So when you had your partner living with you or this friend living with you, or this could even be a family member for some of you, living with you, take what resonates. It's like you took care of them, you catered to them, okay? And your ex misses that feeling of somebody catering to them, somebody being there for them because now when they actually really need somebody, you're not there. Some of these people could be going through losses in their family and they really wish that you were there and you could be there, but it's like while you do offer them your condolences, it's like that's all I'm gonna give you. I'm not giving you my energy. I'm not giving you my time because you already wasted it. What else? Oh, the Nine of Swords is here. So it's like they have to stay up at night thinking about this shit. They have to think about it. And I feel like when people bring you up, it really like, you know what I'm hearing? I want to be a billionaire so bad. So I feel like these people were just caught up with trying to achieve status, Did they hurt you in the process of that? Being selfish, being in this daydream, mentally, being delusional. But also they have to think about it. And it's like they don't want to face the fact that they did you wrong because I feel like these people they may have in the past had people do them wrong, so they can't accept the fact that like, wow, I actually fucked up. I actually did somebody wrong this time. They're not the victim this time. So it's flabbergasting for them because they have to take accountability that they hurt somebody. But as they say, hurt people hurt other people. We'll move on to some oracle cards so we can see. I have these Egyptian oracle cards. They're called a set Egyptian, so that's what I'm going to be using. And we're going to see, this is getting juicy. How are they affected by my pound number one's absence here? How are they affected by my pound number one's absence? How are they affected by my pile number one's absence? Okay. How are they affected by my pile number one's absence? How are they affected by my pile number one's absence? Like, sometimes envy just gets the best of people and they just do shit that they wouldn't normally do. They get out of character. But at the same time, it shows you who their character really is, pound number one. I feel like right now, pound number one, you're more so focused on self-love, fulfilling your goals. If you have children, you're taking care of your kids and teaching them about self-love as well, because that's an important thing. It's an essential to life that people love themselves because that's how you get far in life, by being nice to yourself. You're not gonna get anywhere being mean and critical. Let's see how are they affected. Oh yeah. Okay. How are they affected? Oh, how are they affected? Yeah. Just as I expected. Okay. So everything I can say, man. Y'all. And we're gonna do one more. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, yes. Okay, it's exactly what I said. So we have this card and it's called seek assistance. Okay. They can't seek your assistance. How are they affected by your absence? They don't have people to help them. They don't have people around them that are reliable. They don't have people around them that truly actually give a fuck because it's mirroring back to them the way they treated you. Okay. They may have people around them that are envious of them and literally doing the same thing, but they were so blind to those behaviors because they were doing the same thing to you. Now they want to talk on the phone. Now they want to say sorry, but it's like I saw this quote the other day and I really loved it, and it was like You can't keep comforting people after they've harmed you. And I feel like you used to do that, pound number one, but it's like you can't comfort people after they fuck up. Because when you do that, it just teaches them that, oh, it's okay that I did that. No, people need to have consequences for fucking with you, pound number one. And the consequences getting cut the fuck off. Period. You have alchemy and healing here. So how are they affected by your absence? They are not going to be able to heal. They don't even know where to start. These people look for other people to direct their lives. So they're never going to know because they're too busy worrying about who feels this way about me. How can I correct their perception instead of just living in their fucking truth? Instead of just being who they want to be. They're waiting on everybody to define them and validate them in the most positive way. But that's an idealistic way of thinking because there's going to be somebody that has something not so nice to say about you. Doesn't make it true, doesn't make it factual. And even if it is, oh fucking well. Like we can't control how people see us. And I feel like these people struggle with that to the point where they can't have healing. And if they do have healing, it's gonna be a long time from now because they're focused on what other people think instead of what they think. You got spiritual transformation. They're not gonna have that. You got spiritual transformation and divine awakening. These people miss the lesson of you being in their lives. The lesson is to treat people better, but instead they're going to take that as, oh, I'm going to be the victim or I'm going to flip the script. Some of these people are so good at flipping the script that you're the bad friend, you're the bad partner, you did them wrong, you didn't take them back, you're cold hearted, but really you're in your right mind, pound number one, to not want to fuck with these people again. Okay? We literally have pregnancy and birth, literally. And I was just telling y'all how somebody here was pregnant. Okay, it could have been you that was pregnant too, pound number one, but it just goes to show what I was saying. Okay, we got the water spirit here. Yes, they're in their feelings, they're in their emotions. How are they affected by your absence, pound number one? They feel some type of way. They mad that you cut them off. They're mad because you're doing better without them. They're mad because they can't enjoy the fruits of your labor with you. They're mad because they can't be in your blessings with you. No, you know what Nicki Minaj said? She was like, I don't want to say the N word on here, so I'm gonna say blank be sick when they can't come and live lavish with you. But I sped off in a Benzie. I see the envy when I'm making a frenzy. I think those are the right lyrics, okay? Don't come for me, Barbs, but that's what I'm trying to say here. Like, you know, she also said they will be sick when they remember all the bad they wish you. They will be sick when they can't come and live lavish with you. So that's exactly what's going on, pound number one. They wish that they could be a part of it. They wish that they could be a part of the blessings coming into your life. I feel like you're somebody, pound number one, that is very communicate. You're a community oriented person, so you could be doing stuff for the kids, like back to school events. Um, you just give off that vibe where you care about a lot of people. Like you give off Aquarius energy, like humanitarian vibes. Okay, so we have true future. Like they're mad because you won't be a part of their future. And you also have creative power here. So you used to have these creative ideas. You used to give them ideas on their outfits, on the food, on the job they should take. Like you used to give ideas on their projects, even if they were creative people. But you just have this energy and this light to you that they miss. You know, it's literally cold without you, even if it's hot outside. You see the difference? Because your energy is warm. It's light. You're a star. Okay. You bring good energy. You bring healing energy. That's the point of being a light. And they don't need that because they can't even appreciate it or reciprocate it. But back to true future. It's like these people thought that you were going to stay in their life for a long time. They just felt like they were just going to be able to do what they were doing for such a long time because of how kind you are, because of how respectful you are, because of how dutiful you are. But no, you took your energy right the fuck back, as you should, because you're not going to be giving to people that are ungrateful. No, we don't do that over here. So now let's take a look at who these people actually were. Okay, and then we're going to look at what they were envious of. So I have these astrology cards here. So we're going to see what were the signs of these people, or the zodiac signs of them. We're going to see. Okay, we're going to get juicy with it. Okay. Okay. Let's see, spirit. Pile number one here. Who are the people that are affected by their absence the most? Who's affected by their absence here? And pile number one, this could be somebody who likes to watch a lot of reality television. So they may like to watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians here, Love and Hip Hop, all of them, honey. They might like to watch Black Ink Crew, Mob Wives, or you may like to watch these things. Take what resonates. Because I'm picking up a lot here. picking up Keisha Cole's "I Should Have Cheated." Okay, so this could have been how you felt too towards this ex. Like he was cheating on me, or she was cheating on me, or they were cheating on me all this time. I could have been doing it too. I feel like you feel like that, but it really two rights wouldn't make a wrong. Two wrongs wouldn't make a right, pound number one. So it's good that you did it because cheating is not something that should be glorified like it is in our society because it can come with a lot of setbacks. You can get somebody pregnant, you can catch a disease you can never get rid of. You know what I'm saying? You could ruin one of the best relationships of your life. Like people don't think that cheating has major consequences, but it does, okay? Just know that. So let's see, Spirit. Who are these people that are missing my palatable ones? Who are affected by their absence? Who are affected by their absence? Who is affected by my pound number one's absence here? Who is affected by my pound number one's absence here? Who is affected by my pound number one's absence here? Who is affected by my pound number one's absence? So I have actually astrology cards and the planet, so they're together. So I'm gonna read them two ways. So we have Venus here. So this is definitely some exes pound number one that are affected by your absence. But Venus rules over Taurus and Libra. So in Taurus and Libra, they're affected by your absence. You have Jupiter. So they miss how expansive you are, the things that you would teach them. But this could also be a Sagittarius here, okay? Or you could be a Sagittarius. Or you could be a Taurus or Libra. So take what resonates because you could either be these signs or these people could be these signs, you know? You have Scorpio here, okay? That sensual energy, that sexual energy, they're missing that, especially if this was an ex, okay? You also could have had a friend they had a crush on you, especially if you're a heterosexual woman. You could have had a friend that liked you, okay? Then you have Luna here. So Luna is the moon. It could be a Cancer. You could be a Cancer. Okay, we have Pluto. Okay, Pluto rules over Scorpio here. Okay, so they could. This is Scorpio energy. Okay, then you have Saturn. So like I said, this could be a Capricorn, but also Aquarius because Saturn rules both of those placements. But like I said, they miss your maturity. Okay, because these also could be traits that they miss. That's what I'm picking up, traits. Not only just the signs and the planets, but traits that they're missing. Okay, definitely, like I said, Aquarius. So we have Uranus here. Uranus rules over Aquarius. So it could be an Aquarius that miss you, or you could be an Aquarius. We have Virgo here. So you got a Virgo that miss you. I feel like now you're more ducked off and reserved, though. Down number one. Look, we literally got Sagittarius that came out. So this is a Sag. You could be a Sagittarius, or these people could have been one. Okay, so we have a Cancer, even though we had Luna. So Sag and Cancer for sure. Or you could be these, or these could be prominent in your birth chart here. Ooh. Okay, so cards fail. Okay, so we have Mars. Okay, so that's sexual energy. Okay, because Mars and Pluto give off those energies here. Then we have Capricorn, like I said, literally. Cancer and Capricorn are here. So we have some opposites because we have Cancer and Capricorn. Venus rules over Taurus and Libra. Scorpio and Taurus are opposites here. Cancer and Capricorn are opposites. So you could have been dealing with people that were opposite from you here. That's probably why it really didn't work. I know they say opposites attract, but sometimes it's good to have similarities with people more than there is opposites. You have Neptune, so this could have been a Pisces. Let's do a couple more. We're gonna move on. So then we have Libra. Literally, like I said, Libra. Somebody was a Libra. And one more. And then we're gonna move on. Then the last one is the Sun. But this could also be a Leo here. You could be a Leo. And again, we got that Sun and Moon. Like I said, you do have that feminine and masculine balance. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna get into the last set of cards. Because I know this has been going on pretty long. I told y'all when I don't shuffle, I go for a while, but I just love like digging into energy. Okay. Okay, so Spirit, who is affected by like my Panaman's absence, and what were these people envious of? What were these people jealous of? Because I'm getting that energy. Even if these were like partners, you know, people you were dating, they were still jealous of you. because a lot of times people think people are jealous and envious of what you have, and some of the times it is, but a lot of times people nowadays people are jealous of the energy you have within you. You know how people say it's not on you, it's in you. Like pound number one, you have that energy, that light energy, that anointed energy. Like you have that healed, pure energy, that waterfall energy. Like coming into your energy is very refreshing, especially for people who want the healing. But people who are don't want to heal and face themselves, it could be scary because it's like your energy holds up a big ass mirror. It says you have to look at yourself. And there's people who will look at themselves but not look at themselves. And what I mean by that is you'll have people who can see themselves on the surface level and paint who they want to be, but they don't want to look at who they really are. And there's a lot of people that do this. So yeah. Let's see. What were they envious of? What were these people jealous of with pound number one here? What did these people covet that they didn't have? Oh, the moon. Okay, you got the moon twice. You got Luna and then you have the moon. Luna means moon. Okay, so it says, let your feelings tell you how. Okay, so it's like, yes, they miss, they were jealous of like your nurturing energy, but they also miss it. It's weird. These people are weird here because it's like they were admiring you for these things, but then they start to become jealous of them. And I've always heard people say jealousy is love and hate at the same time. And it really is, because people will love something in you so much but begin to hate you because they don't have it within themselves. When really they haven't tapped into that part of themselves. Who knows? They may have those type of qualities, or they could develop them, but instead of thinking about that and thinking critically, they start to think very black and white, like, well, if they have it, then I can't have it when it's possible. So they were jealous of your nurturing energy, okay? And this could have also been like their kids feeling more connected to you. That could have also caused some of this jealousy here, okay? If you had a female friend and her kids really wanted to be with you more, that's showing, okay? It's real specific, okay? As if I was like, that is specific with the female friend that was staying with you, that you let her kids use your address. Like that is very specific here, okay? And I know that's gonna resonate with somebody. Okay, so we got the 10th house. So they were jealous of your success. The 10th house is your status. They were also jealous of your reputation and how people love you. Okay, the 10th house is ruled by Capricorn, so they were jealous of your stability and the stability that you were creating. You could have been somebody to feel like, well, I don't even have that much. It doesn't matter. It's the way that you was handling it. It's the way that you was moving and working with it. Because some people may be on the outside looking in, thinking it's easy, but really it was a struggle for you. You just were able to be blessed enough to where you could help others. What were they jealous of here? What were they jealous of? Look, we got the 12th house, okay? Didn't I tell you that these people may have had some mental health problems? But also, it says keep your involvement hidden. So they could have been just very sneaky people here, very sneaky. But what they were jealous of for the 12th house, because the 12th house deals with those things, but it also deals with the love you give. It also deals with spiritual knowledge. The 12th house can be a house of the arts as well, because especially if you have Venus and Neptune there. So I feel like these people were jealous of your artistic abilities, how creative you were. They were also jealous of how you were able to like withdraw yourself. Because with that Virgo energy, I get that you are a little bit reserved and you know how to protect your energy. They were jealous of the way that you knew how to protect your energy and take that time for yourself, because the 12th house is that house of solitude as well. So they were jealous of how you were able to have solitude and just relax. And also the knowledge that you got from that solitude. Okay. You may be somebody here that's religious, and whenever you spend time by yourself, God speaks to you. God may speak to you in scriptures. You may find a scripture that really resonates, and it's like you're just connected like that. You're connected to God. Also, they were just the way that God favors you here. It could have been opportunities that would just come to you, or they feel like things just happened for you. Things just came to you. But for them, they struggle. But it really is their energy. They're not tapped into their high vibrational energy. So that's why things didn't happen for them. Look, we got Mars again. Mars again. So that's that masculine energy that you have. They were jealous of that. If you were a woman with a man, he was definitely jealous of your masculine energy. Because it says energize, energy, okay? Jealous of your energy here, the way you can get shit done. Mars is that energy where you get things done, okay? It's literally a Tuesday. Tuesday is a Mars day. So this reading is also in alignment with that. What else were they jealous of here? Oh, Taurus, okay? Your resources, the way that you were able to manage them, okay? Even your beliefs here, it says your beliefs. So they could have been jealous of your beliefs because your beliefs helped you see your worth and it helped you to see your value. Let's see, what else? What else were they jealous of with my powers? Oh, the fourth house. So the fourth house is what makes you feel secure, your support, your family base. They were jealous of the way that you raised your kids here. That's what I kept on getting, somebody with kids, and the fourth house came out. They're jealous of the way that you raise your kids or how you can provide financially for your kids. Maybe they can't buy their kids things that they want to buy them, and then it affects their self-esteem as a parent here. But you were still willing to step in and help them out. Not because you feel better, but because that's the type of person you are. You're a giving person. And if you see somebody in need, you're gonna help. Let's see what else. And yeah, if you were married, they were definitely jealous of your family because the movie I think it's called When the Bow Breaks or something like that. But it's a movie with Morris Chestnut and I think Regina, if I'm saying her name right, Regina Hall. I don't know. I might be saying it wrong, but I'm pretty sure y'all know that movie. It's like she had a surrogate mother and she was jealous of the family and tried like you may have had some crazy shit like that. Not exactly happened like that, but just some female friend that really had problems mentally and really wanted your life and wanted your partner. Probably and if they did, they probably, slept with them, stuff like that. But because it's a song I'm hearing called Miss Temptation. So yeah, this person was really calculated with you, especially if it was just this one friend in particular, okay? Because that's what I'm really getting. And this person is affected by your absence because they have to face themselves. With this Mercury card here, it says communicate. They want to communicate with you, but they can't. Because I feel like if they communicate with you, pound number one, it's just going to be to manipulate you, to gaslight you, to make them come back into your life. They want to give you a side of the story, but it's not worth it here, okay? And it also says analyze. So it's like they don't want to analyze their thoughts. They don't want to look at how they were the problem. They don't want to see themselves. It's scary for them to really see themselves because they feel like if I see myself for who I am, I'm not lovable. I'm not worthy. No, if you see yourself for who you are, you can love yourself. You can change. You can shift. But if you keep hiding from who you are, you're never going to change. You're never going to know what needs to change. So that's just how it is. What else were they jealous of? Also, they were jealous of the way you communicated, the way you were able to tell people what you needed, and the way that you were able to get what you needed. They were jealous of that because you were the type of person when you got on the phone with somebody, like whether it's banking, whether it's some type of government program, like you were able to communicate effectively. You were able to do it, and I feel like they were scared to tell people what they really needed. They were scared to be assertive and put their foot down, but you weren't. Let's see what else were they jealous of? Oh, Jupiter. You got Jupiter again. So you're definitely a Sag, but also you're a great teacher here. Okay, because it says grow and expand, learn or teach, be positive. So they were jealous of your positivity, but Jupiter also deals with blessings and abundance. They were jealous of your abundance here. Okay, especially financially. They were jealous of that. They were also jealous of the wisdom and the knowledge that you had. The sun. You got the sun twice, okay? You're a light, pal number one. You are a light, okay? It says act like a leader. They were jealous of your leadership qualities here, okay? You got the sun and moon again, just in different cards. So that just reiterates how balanced you are, okay? Whether you're male, female, or non binary. Look, you got the fifth house. The fifth house literally is about kids. It says, with the trust of a child, fun, romance, making art. So they were jealous of the way that you could connect with kids. You could also be a daycare teacher here, or you want to open up a daycare, but you're really good at with children. You could also be a pediatrician, or you want to be a pediatrician. But there's something you do that connects you with children. Your North Node may be in your fifth house as well, or in Leo. Take what resonates. What else were they jealous of? The third house. Okay. The third house deals with your ideas, short term and trips, who you're around. But remember when I said the third house deals with community? Well, I don't think I said the third house directly, but community. I say you're community oriented. The third house deals with that. They're jealous of the way that you could connect with your community here. Let's see, how else were they jealous? And one more. Ooh, okay, it's definitely a Scorpio, honey. But we have the 11th house here. So these are definitely friends that were jealous of you. Definitely. But they were also jealous of your associations and who you had connections with because some of the things that happened for you in your life was because of the connections you had. So they felt like if only I had those connections, but really, those connections came in at a good time and it was about love and those connections, like genuine love and friendship. Like you're not using those people and they're not using you. The people that you were had these networking with, they were jealous of that because they couldn't network with people because when they network with people, they want to talk behind your back, lie on you, throw shade, but then kick it with you. But you don't move like that, which is why you've been able to sustain these connections long term. Okay. And you have Scorpio. So this is definitely a Scorpio. Okay. Or you could be a Scorpio here. But they were jealous of your sensual energy. They were also jealous of your transformations because they may have seen you go through hard times, but you just regained control of the situation and you were able to, you know, make lemons out of lemonade. I mean, make lemonade out of lemons. I said that backwards, but you were able to work with the little resources that you had and still come out prosperous, still come out on top. And that's what these people are jealous of. Let's look at some more and then we'll end it. Let's look at a couple more and one more. Okay, we got Pluto and Saturn once again. So definitely a Scorpio. You could be a Scorpio here. Pluto, resurrect. Your transformations, they're jealous of that. Somebody here could have had a weight loss transformation too. Okay, a skin transformation. Your hair could have changed as well here, okay? Then you have Saturn. It says the maturity, the maturity. They're jealous of your maturity. They're jealous of the way that you don't have to pop off on certain things. They're jealous of the way that you could just move in silence and be and truly be unbothered, okay? Let's see what else. And one more. Period. Oh, the eighth house came out again. Okay, so the eighth house didn't come out, but things associated with the eighth house, like Pluto and Scorpio, all deal with the eighth house. Okay, so it says getting and using power. Okay, so yeah, they're jealous of the power that you have. You're somebody who has a lot of power, whether you know it or not. Power number one. You also have Aries here. Okay, so Aries and Pluto go hand in hand because I'm sorry, not Aries and Pluto. Aries and Mars, because Mars was over Aries, and you had Mars twice plus Aries. So the way that you're able to get shit done, it just keeps getting reiterated. It's like you keep your eye on the prize. Like when you want to do something, you are going to do it. You have a lot of willpower, and that's what they're jealous of. A lot of solar plexus energy. You have some confidence here, which could have made these people think you thought you were arrogant, but really you just believe in yourself. Even when you're scared, you still do it. You have the sixth house. Sixth house is service to others. What is good for us, your work. So they hate how giving you are, how loving you are. And it's literally food here. It's literally food here. So yes, you're cooking. Somebody could have been jealous of how great you cooked here, whether it's male, female, or somebody that was non-binary. Just take what resonates, okay? So we're going to top it off with some Sacred Destiny Oracle. And this is just going to be the advice. So Spirit, what advice do you have for pile number one who dealt with these fake friends? And you had one in particular that was truly fake. That's why I kept on bringing up the scenarios with the woman and her kids, because I keep getting that. But take what resonates, because that may not be for you, okay? Okay. So let's see, Spirit. What is the advice for pile number one dealing with, these types of people? So that they don't have to deal with these types of people in the future. What is the advice? What is the advice, Spirit? What is the advice for my pile number one? So we can end this reading. Okay, what is the advice, Spirit? What is the advice for pile number one dealing with these people? Oh, the first card that came out for you was healing chaos and new beginnings. So pile number one, you are already on the right track and moving on from these people and manifesting better people into your life because you're worth it and you deserve it. The same love that you can pour, that cup, you need your cup refilled, okay? You got healing chaos with butterflies. You got new beginnings with these rainbow colors, okay? So not only are you moving on from these people, but you're just having this spiritual glow up to where you're moving different, you're thinking different, you're thinking more high vibrational here, okay? You might even be eating more high vibrational, but you're doing the damn thing. You're moving on. And that's why they're really mad, pound number one, because you're paying them dust. You're not going back and forth, you're not telling your side of the story, you're just allowing time to do that. And that's very smart. What is the advice here? Okay. What is the advice here, Spirit? Ooh. What is the advice? Ooh, one more. Thank you. Okay, so this just reiterates everything. Okay, so you have the Wonders card with the amethyst crystal. So your advice is to keep pressing towards on your spiritual journey, whether you're religious, spiritual, or atheist. You know, you don't even have to be believing in this stuff, but if you do, keep going because it will take you far here. Okay. And you have taken risk. So take a risk on your goals and your dreams. If there's something that you want to do, this is your confirmation. Move smart with it though. Don't just make, decisions when you don't know how it's going to turn out. Like be calculated, be strategic, not manipulative. Being calculated and strategic don't mean you're trying to be manipulative. It just means that you're working in your best interest. You're not hurting other people and you're not hurting yourself. You're moving in a space where you're making sure that things will turn out correctly instead of just blindly following behind somebody or blindly investing into something, okay? And you have success. So whatever it is, it's going to be successful. Just keep putting in that work and moving with dignity and integrity, okay? Then you have happiness, all right? Then you have leadership, okay? You're a leader. Never underestimate that. Even if you're somebody that feels like, oh, I'm quiet, I'm the shy type, you can still be a leader. Not all leaders have to be loud and bold, okay? You can still be quiet and powerful, all right? With this happiness card, just know that your happiness will increase when you keep focusing on yourself and focusing on your goals and treating yourself with love and kindness. You're going to mirror that back to the universe to where people are treating you with love and kindness, and you're bringing in these beautiful energies into your life. So, pile number one, that was your reading. I know it was longer than it usually is because I try to do something different, but I hope that it gave you the clarity that you needed. Thank you. So we're going to move on to my pile number. So, okay, pile number two. Just give me a minute with these cords back up since they're not pre-shuffled. It's not going to take that long. But yeah, pile number two. Let's get into your energy. So pile number two, you have this soft ass energy. You have this hot Halle Bailey energy. Like when I was channeling your energy, I was getting like a soft energy, a soft voice, but also you kind of have like this early like 1920s type of energy, like Harlem Renaissance type of energy. Like if you've seen The Great Gatsby, you kind of have that type of energy, Yeah, let's get into it. So we're gonna start with tarot once again, because your girl, I do that. Okay, y'all. So I have these cards pretty much put back so that we can reshuffle for the next reading. Organized. Okay. So also pile number two, you have this magical energy to you. It's like really bright, really peaceful and sweet. I feel like because you carry such an energy like this, I feel like people think they can fuck with you and then they find out that you're not to be fucked with. And then it's like it's eye-opening for them because they never seen that side of you, but it's weird because these people will become attracted to you again because of that. Because you cut them off. Like that's weird. And it's like, I don't know, people are just weird, okay? I really couldn't explain it to you, pile number two, because I've tried to figure it out myself, okay? So let's see. How are people affected by pile number two's absence? I feel like they're affected by your absence, pile number two, because there was never a dull moment with you, okay? I feel like you brought that magical energy. So when y'all would go places, it seemed like miracles would happen. Y'all would get something free. They would find something. They would get the answer to something. They would get an idea. Like when you were around, it just seemed like miracles kept happening for them. Somebody randomly cash apped them. It's like your energy brought good luck. That's why they're affected by your absence, pile number two, because your energy brought good luck. How are they affected by my pile number two's absence? How are people affected by pile number two's absence here? How are they affected by pile number two's absence? How are they affected by pile number two's absence? How are they affected by pile number two's absence? Oh, the high priestess wanted to come out for you too, pile number two. So they miss your intuitive energy. Like, I feel like you were able to direct them in the right path and with the right people. I feel like when they came to you about something and they needed to know about somebody else, they could always trust your guidance here. But I feel like these people got too arrogant to the point where they feel like, well, I don't need your guidance no more. And I'm like, we get to a point where we don't need other people's guidance, but that don't mean that we have to hurt them and shit on them and talk down on them like they never helped us, you know? So this person, because I'm getting this could be a particular person for you, pal number two, but this person, they miss your spiritual guidance because I feel like they felt like they could do it better. Especially, let's say if you're a tarot reader, pal number two, this could have been somebody who felt like, no, I'm gonna go be a tarot reader and read people because I can do it better. And then they figured out you can't just go reading people. You can't just go pick up some cards because you want to. Your heart has to be in it. That's what this person is realizing. Like, damn, that number two really is reading from the heart. They try to read like you, but can't because it's not from the heart. It's from an egotistical place of having power. Of I know people's energy. I can read people's energy, but really you're doing it for your own ego, not because you truly want to help people. So that could be one scenario, okay, with the high priestess. These people could be having dreams about you too, pound number two. That's why they're thinking about you. Okay. How are they affected by my pound number two's absence? How are they affected by my pound number two's absence? Ooh, we got the justice card in reverse. So they're affected by your absence because they don't feel that justice was served. It's giving pound number one vibes a little bit, but just a little bit more overt. Okay, so they feel like no, they need a second chance. Okay, they feel like because I'm hearing All For Me, the song All For Me by Mariah the Scientist, okay? So especially if this is an ex, they're like, what does she have on me? Or what does he have on me? Or if you're non-binary, they're like, what do they have on me? Okay. So part number two, you could be talking to somebody else new now, or you want to be with somebody else new. And then your ex is like, well, what does that person have on me? I want a second chance. Like that's what these people are trying to say, pound number two, that they want a second chance. And I feel like you're not getting this to them. That's why they feel like justice is in reverse because it's like they feel like, wow, why can't we get back together? Or did you? Or they could be trying to gaslight you too, pound number two, and do things like, well, did you even really love me if you wouldn't give me another chance? Like, no, I had somebody do that to me years ago. Like, it don't matter how long we was together. If you was behind my back, cheating on me, making me look bad, disrespecting me, talking down on me, telling my business, why would I want to get back with you just so you could do it again? No. That's just common sense. Let's see how they're affected by your absence, pound number two. How are they affected by my pound number two's absence? Oh, the Four of Wands came out too for y'all. How are they affected? Let me shuffle these some more so that different cards come out. So with the Four of Wands, they're affected because you had a commitment to them. You no longer have a commitment. You want to know what's funny? I feel like this is very specific, pound number two. You could have had a Netflix account here or a Hulu account. Take what resonates. And now they missing because the Netflix was in your name and you paid the bill, or the Hulu was in your name. And now they can't get onto it because you changed the password. So they're affected by your absence in that way. Okay. That came very specific. Okay, and they don't even have to just be Netflix. It could just be something that you used to like, some type of TV network. It could even be the Disney one. They can't watch it no more because you took it off. You might have left the TV, but you took the Netflix and the Hulu with you. Okay. How are these people affected by pound number two's absence? For some of you, I'm getting like a family member. With the Two of Pentacles coming out, it's like their life is not balanced anymore. I feel like you was the type that motivated them. You held them accountable. Like, hey, aren't you going to do this? Didn't you say you was going to do that? Like you reminded them of their goals, which is why they were able to achieve some of them. But now it's like they're not really balanced, you know? And for some of you, this could even be your ex is in a relationship that's still worried about you, okay? I'm getting that vibe. Like, if you in a relationship, why are you worried about me? Like, come on. The Emperor came out for you too. So it's like they miss your boss ass energy. They miss that mature energy. For some of you, let me be real with you. If you were a woman, your man misses you being in that masculine energy, even though he didn't want to tell you. That's sometimes a turn on for some men, okay? So just know that. And if you were a man and you were in your masculine energy, it's like your ex misses that because it's like the man that she deals with, she can't connect with them because she's in her feminine energy and he's also in his feminine energy. Like she missed having that balance because with you being in your masculine energy, it could allow her to be in that feminine energy instead of having to overcompensate, you know? Because I feel like the man she with now, she has to take care of him, whereas you were taking care of her. Okay. But you want to be a hot girl, so go ahead. And the same thing if you're non-binary, okay? Your exes, they miss. I didn't even mean to say exes, so you got some exes, okay? They miss like that energy, that dominant energy that you had, okay? Especially if y'all were like in the bedroom setting, like they really missed that, okay? Because I feel like when it came to that type of intimacy, like you really gave your all, you really pleased them, you really learned the ins and outs of their body. So some of these people is missing the, you know what, pound number two, okay? They missing that. Seven of Wands, okay, it's the same type of energy, okay? Similar to pound number one. With the Seven of Wands coming out, it's like they're fighting, and you might have exes fighting over you, pound number two. You may have people fighting over you for real. Like they all competing to get your attention when you don't want none of them. That's the funny thing. Spirit, clarify that Seven of Wands so I can see what that's exactly about. Because it may just be similar energies, but still different from pound number one. This is why I also like having it pre-shuffled so that the same cards don't come out. Okay, so I clarified it, and three cards came out. So we got the Hangman, the Six of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. So it's like they want to leave, like they got the Hangman here. They got this revelation about you. They want to leave their partner with the Six of Swords to come towards you with the Ace of Wands. Okay, and that's that sexual energy with the Ace of Wands here. It's like they want to be near you. With the Ace of Wands, it's like they want to manifest you. Okay, they want to have you in their life. And it's like a passionate type of feeling, but it's not going to work out because I don't think that you're interested, pal number two. I feel like you're talking to somebody new anyway, you know, or you want to, you know, you don't even have to be, but they assume that you are. You could be looking good on social media as well, pal number two, like you posting like every now and then, but you every time you post it's something real cute, very aesthetic. You have a nice aesthetic, pal number two. Oh, the Two of Cups, girl, didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell you? Look, y'all can't see the cards, but it's crazy because it's like I kept on picking up like these people want to be back with you, and the Two of Cups came out. They want to start over and be in a new connection with you, but it's like no. Some of these people had a family. You cannot leave your family. You know what I'm saying? They jumped the gun trying to get married. Somebody probably got married too. It probably hurt you, pound number two. Like you could have been dating somebody. And then to be honest, it's like some Justin Bieber shit. Because Justin Bieber like had broke up with Selena or they had broke up and then you were married like months or a year later. And to me, that's kind of weird because you would think being with somebody that long, you would want to heal and be fresh for a new relationship, but it's like you just get right in one and decide to get married. I'm not saying that the marriage is not legitimate because I don't know them. For all I know, they could be in love. They could be soulmates. But what I'm just saying is realistically, like, this is something that could have happened to you, pound number two, something like that, okay? And this person is regretting it if they did. Because the person that they married is not like you or not better than you. Look, we got the Eight of Pentacles again. So how are they affected by your absence? Their confidence level. I feel like pound number one, you have not pound number one. See, I have to go back. Pound number two, it's like you are so motivating. And it's like you know how to make people feel good about themselves, especially when they're trying something new for the first time. You know how to help people like see, like, look, you're good at this, and you take those baby steps with them so that they can really believe in themselves. You're the type like you know how kids used to get like gold stars, like you do that, but with your energy, with your love. Okay, very motivating. You know how workout coaches are. I feel like you were like that, just with your love and reminding them of their goals and telling them like, hey, you can achieve this. Hey, I do believe in you, because those are not things that people hear on a daily basis. With the Six of Pentacles, they miss your giving energy. They right as I'm speaking about it, they miss you being a team player. I feel like you're the type of person where if they were like, "Oh, I want to start a pie business," you're like, "Okay, I can make the pies. You know, I could get so and so to help us make it." Like you're that type of person where you know how to help people achieve things just by being a team player. And it's like it's really coming from your heart. You ain't on no hating shit. You're not trying to compete. You're not trying to sabotage. You really want to help people be happy. I feel like pound number two, you really enjoy seeing other people happy. And you really want to see these people happy here. But for you, this is mainly exes. Pound number two. Okay, they miss you. Okay, the Eight of Swords is in reverse. It's like you freed yourself. How are they affected by your absence? You have freed yourself from the situation. So it's like you're not that ex that's gonna go back and forth. You're not that ex that's gonna be like, okay, you can fuck with me, but you still fucking with this person. Like you're not the type of person, okay? You're not. Let's see. This card wants to come out. Oh, the Three of Cups. The Two of Cups and the Three of Cups. So let's just let me know that this was some cheating involved, okay? And it's like they willing to cheat on their partner that they with right now with you. And it's like they wondering like why won't you be on the same thing? And that's the reason why you're not with them. Because I feel like even now they're showing you their true colors. If you could get married and have a baby with somebody but still try to fuck with me and you have a child, that shows me that you're self-serving. You don't care about other people. You care about yourself. Look, 10 of Wands. It's like all these burdens in their life, they need help. They probably invested too much into something and now they need help, but you probably told them not to do that. I feel like these people are suffering the consequences of things that you literally told them not to do because your intuition told you to tell them and you felt it and they still did it. So now they have to suffer the consequences with the 10 of Wands. Now they have to carry those burdens. Now they have to deal with that. Look, with the Knight of Cups coming in, it's like they know they should apologize, but it's like it's delayed here with the Knight of Cups being in reverse. It's delayed because number one, their pride is in the way. And for some of you, you may have these people blocked, but their pride is in the way. It's like they know they did you wrong, but it's like some of these people could have an image to uphold. Pound number two, you could have been dating somebody that had a public image, and they want people to see them in a certain light. So they're not going to come forward and say I did this because they know that if they come forward and say what they did, they're going to lose supporters. They're going to lose people because it was fucked up. You don't cheat on somebody and then go and then have a secret. It's just so much going on with your ex's pound number two. It was like a lot of secret relationships. Like the person that they with, they not even faithful to that person. They cheating on them with God knows who and still trying to come with you. So it's like, no. That Two of Pentacles energy is like they're juggling more than one person. And they still want to keep going, even after the fact. Let's see. How are they affected by your absence? Four of Swords. Okay, so it's like they have to be bored. Like I get this energy of that they're bored. Because like I said, pound number two was never a dull moment with you. Like you're fun. You're very fun. You giving life of the party vibes. Very fun. What else? Ooh, the lovers came out in reverse. The lovers literally came out in reverse. These are your exes, okay? These are your exes, and like I said, I was like, it's three people. It's like four people in this card. It's one man and three women. So this literally could be what's going on. Your ex could be trying to get with you, already be with somebody, and have another woman on the side. And this could be the same thing if you are a woman, you know? I mean, this could be the same thing if you are a man. You could be dealing with a woman who is with somebody, but wants you and somebody else on the side. And even if you're non-binary, it's the same thing. You could be dealing with either gender or another non-binary person that is still trying to have you, but it's really involved with somebody else. So, like, what resonates? Oh, Ace of Pentacles came out too. So they missed you hyping them up like you were the hype man, okay? That's why I was getting those life of the party vibes. Like you were the hype man. You made them confident. Because of you, they did things that they would never do, but it's because they had your support. That's how much weight your words hold, pound number two. That's how much weight your energy holds, okay? And let's do a couple more. Then you got the Fool. Okay, the Fool is about new beginnings. Pound number two, these people want new beginnings with you. They don't feel like justice was served. They feel like you're the one who got away, but no, it's not happening. How are they affected by your absence? The Ten of Swords. Okay, they got the 10 of Wands and the 10 of Swords. So 10-10 is here. That is an angel number about completion. So you've completed the cycle with these people. That's why it's no longer necessary for them to be in your life because there were some lessons that you were going to learn that you were supposed to learn about overgiving. It's like this pound number two. You cannot overwater a plant because what's going to happen? It's going to die, right? Even though you think that it needs that water, it doesn't need that water. And the same thing can apply to people and relationships. When you keep watering a relationship and overwatering it, it's not going to last that long because then the person starts taking advantage of you. Then they don't see your worth because they're used to you doing certain things for them. Then they don't see the significance in it. Then they don't respect you, you know? That's why you can't overwater a plant. What else? Okay, then we got the Three of Pentacles in reverse. So yeah, just a lot of sneaky shit. And they're realizing like I shouldn't have been doing that. Cause some of these people could have been like your co-workers that you was dealing with. Maybe you and your partner worked at a similar job or the same job, and you had a coworker sleep with you. Cause you know what I'm getting? Oh my God, baby boy. Basically, when your vet kept on wondering why that girl was staring at her, it's because she was trying to mess with Jody. And you could have had somebody do something like that to you where they really messed with somebody that you was dating. Scandalous energy, okay? We really reading, we really digging deep today. Well, you know what I'm gonna call this? Like my podcast tarot, because it's giving podcast tarot. Okay, okay. So spirit, how are people affected by power number two's absence? Who are these people? So I got my zodiac sign cards again. Spirit, who are these people? Who are these people affected by my power number two's absence? People affected by my power number two's absence. Who are affected by my power number two's absence? So we have a Pisces and an Aries, okay? Fire and water. So you could be an Aries or a Pisces, or they could be an Aries or Pisces. Take what resonates. Who are these people? Mercury. So this could have been a Gemini or a Virgo, or you could be a Gemini and Virgo. So how are they affected by your absence? It's like some of these people talk about you, like they talk about you to other people. I don't really get that it's in a bad way. It's just in a way where they're like they try to make it seem like, oh, I really want. They want other people to like. What they want, power number two, is for people to tell them like, yeah, go back and get them. Yeah, they want other people to validate them before they come towards you. That's why they don't really want to, because they scared. They need these are the type of people that need validation. Like power number one, these are the types of people that need other people to hype them up before they can do something. So they may be talking about you to other people so that people can be like, yeah, go for it. You know, go find your true love. But really, you don't resonate with being their true love, okay? This is just because I'm hearing clout chasers. So these are clout chasers. Pattern two, you could be doing something to where you are in the public eye, but you're still low key. So they want to connect with you because they trying to think that it's going to be a power couple situation, but it's not. It's not. Okay, you have Venus here, so definitely exes. But also, this could be a Libra, a Taurus, or you could be those signs. And you got Saturn again, okay? You could be a Capricorn or Aquarius here, or they could be. But you're very beautiful with that Venus card, very intellectual with the Mercury card, and also very mature here. And you have a pretty voice as well with that Mercury card. We have Gemini. Okay, so this could be a Gemini. You could be a Gemini here. Then we got Sagittarius again. You could be a Sag. They could be a Sag. Well, we got the Sun here. So your light energy, that bright aura, as I was saying. Then you have what we got? We got Capricorn, okay? Hardworking. I don't feel like you brag a lot, pound number two. That's why people don't be knowing what you're doing until you pop out with it. I feel like these exes been trying to keep track of your progress to see what you do next, but it only backfires on them because I feel like you move in silence in a way where people can't predict what you do. You might post something and go ghost for like 2 weeks. You know, they never know what to expect with you. But I feel like you've just been in your own energy, healing from these situations, healing from these foul ass people, because that's what they are, foul ass people. Some people will do shit to you and then think you forgot, but you didn't forget, pound number two. That's why you don't have these people in your life for a reason, because you didn't forget. Look, we got Libra. Let's see. We got Leo, okay? So you could be a Leo, they could be a Leo here. Then we got Neptune, Pisces, right with it. So this is definitely a Pisces. or you are. We got Aquarius here. We got Uranus. Okay, so definitely in Aquarius and definitely Capricorn because the ruling planets are here. And also Leo, definitely Leo. And definitely all of these, definitely, because they're all coming out, they're ruling planets. Because Libra is ruled by Venus, Capricorn and Aquarius is ruled by Saturn, but Aquarius is also ruled by Uranus. Leo is ruled by the Sun, Pisces is ruled by Neptune, and Gemini is ruled by Mercury. We got Taurus, so we got Libra and Taurus now. And we got Virgo, we got Gemini and Virgo, and one more. Thank you. So Mars, okay, and Aries is ruled by Mars. So these are the energies, okay? And with this Mars energy, it's like they're craving you sexually here, okay? Especially if these are like if these are men, they're really craving you. But I feel like with this energy is like you're very detached. So you could be an Aquarius pound number 2, or you may have an Aquarius moon here, but you're just very detached from these people because these are exes. These are exes, okay? I'm not really picking up a friendship vibe. I'm really getting exes. Like I said earlier, it may be a family member here, but it's really more so your exes, all right? These are your exes. If you came to a reading looking for information for exes, here you are, okay? Let's see what are these exes wanting to build with you? What's going on? Because I'm confused. How you gonna cheat on somebody but want the world with them? Like I don't get it. And a lot of times people will try to say, well, the cheating, it didn't have nothing to do with them loving the person. But why are you still sleeping with somebody anyway? Like, why are you being irresponsible with your seed? Why are you being irresponsible with your body? I'm not saying that you can't just have casual sex and do that, but do that when you know that you're single, not when you're in a committed relationship with somebody. That would make more sense. Well, Spirit, how do these exes feel about my pound number 2? So how do they view them? Like, what are they wanting? Or what are they wanting here? How are they viewing them? What are they wanting? How are they viewing them? How are they viewing them? What are they wanting? Ooh, the first house, who you are. They want you because the first house deals with who you are, your desires, your actions. So they want you with the first house here. They want you, literally you. So that's confirmation for somebody. We got the 12th house being here. So the 12th house deals with secrets, okay, as we talked about in pound number 1. So they have secrets that they're hiding, but it's like they want to come towards you to tell you these secrets. I feel like you already know a lot about what they've done because you are intuitive, pound number 2. I feel like you picked up on a lot of the stuff before it even happened, or you just knew what was going on, even though they tried to lie to you. You knew. There's nothing that they can keep hidden from you. Got Venus. Yeah, these are exes because the Venus card came out in a different deck. I'm using a different deck. Yeah. We got Libra. We got Libra twice, okay, because this is a different deck. So definitely they love you, in love with you. Okay, think you're beautiful, all of that. They want to balance things out now, but it's too late. I don't think that these people are truly remorseful. We have the 6th house. Okay, the 6th house deals with service to others. So again, you're so giving and they miss that. Your absence is affecting them because they don't have people in their life that are giving to them. They don't have people in their life that are loving to them. They don't have people in their life that they could talk to about their deepest, darkest thoughts. And like I said with the first house, like you may have a platform here, okay? We got Aries again, okay? So somebody's an Aries, but they miss, the willpower that you had, the motivation that you had because it literally helped them. Like it was days when they didn't feel like getting out of bed. The pound number 2, you were there. You were the motivator. You made them breakfast or you did yoga with them or, you just really changed their morning routine up. You really changed up these people's lives and you brought fun. You brought light. You brought healing, okay? They're missing you because they don't get that good cooked meal anymore. Whatever it was, the 6th house, because there's food on the card, like I said earlier. But they don't get to have certain privileges anymore, and they realize how much of a privilege it was to be in your life. Pile number two. Look, the seventh house relationships. This is about your exes, honey. It literally says get a fair deal. It's like now they want to be fair. Now they want to be honest and tell the truth about what they did. But I feel like you already know. It's stuff that you already know, so it wouldn't be news to you. Yeah, Scorpio. So definitely some deceitful energy. We have Capricorn again. So you are a Capricorn or they are, because it came through heavy. So they really miss your motivational energy most of all, because these cards keep reiterating that. But also the Scorpio energy, they miss being able to tell you the deepest, darkest things, to talk about those things on their mind that they were afraid that other people around them would judge them for. But that Scorpio energy also represents sexual energy. So they really do want you sexually here. They miss your body here, but they're not getting it. Never gonna get it. It's a song like called Never Gonna Get It. That's what I started hearing. And that's how you feel, Powder. I'm like, nah. Yeah, Saturn twice. So very mature here. They miss that maturity about you. They miss, you know, because with Saturn, you help with having that type of Saturn energy. It's like Saturn deals with restrictions, so you were able to let them know, like, hey, we can't do that, we can't do that. Like, and while it may have seemed pushy and bossy, now they realize, like, wow, I wish this person was still in my life, because I wouldn't have made that purchase. I wouldn't have been that person's friend, because you helped them see that, okay, sometimes we need restrictions in our life. Sometimes we need boundaries, because they keep us from making bad choices. You have Gemini again, okay? So they definitely want to communicate with you here, all right? They definitely do talk about you to other people, because they really wish they want somebody to buy the sob story, but it's not working, because a lot of people are like, it was you who was wrong. And I feel like that's why they talk to different people, because they're hoping that somebody is going to say that it was you who was wrong, but they know it's them. That's the thing. Like, they know it's them. They just don't want to take responsibility. Eighth house. Eighth house again, sexual energy. It says getting and using power, use other people's resources. So they miss having your resources to use, okay? I feel like pound number two, you're somebody that's very health conscious, or you like to eat organic, because I keep seeing like organic soap and clear skin and smoothies and spa treatments. So they miss that energy. Okay, you probably put them on to a new skincare routine. You probably put them on to a new soap and change their life, and they're really missing it. For you, pound number two, it's really the little things. I feel like it's the things that they didn't think mattered that much, but now that you're no longer a part of their life, they see how big it really was. Okay. Cancer energy. Yeah, they miss that nurturing energy, but this talks about intuition, okay? And Cancer energy also deals with the past. So these people are craving the past version of you. You're no longer an overgiver. You're no longer somebody who ignores the red flags and ignores your intuition. You stick with what your gut tells you, and you cut people the fuck off, and you keep it moving. We have Uranus. We already had that. So they miss the way you would look at things in a different way. Like, you had a very unique way of perceiving life, and that way, the unique way of perceiving life, it helped them see things in a different way. Like, pound number two, you're very abstract. That's the word I'm looking for. You have a very abstract, poetic way of thinking, okay? And you help these people realize certain things in their lives, about people, about their career choices, about what they put in their bodies. Like, you brought a lot of change, okay? A lot of mental change, okay? And they miss that, because they, like, you really would feed them with your knowledge, okay? You can feed people with knowledge, just like you feed people with food and lies and all that drama. You can always feed people with knowledge, and they miss getting full off your knowledge. Like, they've been starving for a plate. You literally got some plates here, about number two. They've been starving for a plate, but they can't get in. They out of the kingdom now, because kind number two, you have such a regal energy to you. It's a royal. You're a queen, you're a king, okay? Look, Pluto. So how is your absence affecting them? They can't transform, they can't change, because you're not feeding them knowledge. When you were feeding them knowledge, they were transforming, they were shifting, they were becoming better. But when they start taking advantage of you and using you, and trying to use the knowledge to talk down on you, or try, how people will use things you taught them to try to teach you as if you didn't already know it. That's the vibe I'm getting from these people. It became arrogant, and they became like competitive when you were the one teaching them and putting them on. We have the fourth house. Okay, let's see what else we got. Okay, we have Aquarius for real. Aquarius came out again, so definitely some air signs here. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Take what resonates. We got water too with Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio as well. Then we had some fire signs, Sagittarius and Leo, and then the earth signs we had was we had all the earth signs too, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So these could be people from all over power number two. Just take what resonates here, okay? So you got the fourth house here. So they already have a family, like I said. Some of these people already have a family, they're married with kids, but it's like they want to have this family with you, but you don't want that, okay? This is what they're wanting. They want things to change too, because Uranus is about an unexpected change. They feel like it'll be a miracle if like you came back into their life, but I don't see it. Jupiter, okay? They miss what you taught them, okay? Because like I said, Jupiter is about teaching. They miss that. They miss being able to grow from the philosophical things, okay, that you would teach them. Especially if this was somebody that was a writer or a rapper, like what you would teach them, they would put in their music because it was very, you know, lyrical. Like what you would say was just so like profound. Pound number two. You have the North Node. And we talk about this on my channel a lot because this card comes out a lot. So the North Node is your destiny. So they feel like being with you is their destiny. They feel like that they will have benefits from being with you. They feel like it will be successful from being with you because of the light you hold, because of your energy, your decisions, and your good karma. But you're not going to be a part of that. It's a song that just came to my head by Beyonce. She was like, something, something, they want to make me their baby mama, but no, it was that. It's I think it's called Flawless by her. And there was a line where she said, something want to make me their baby mama, but no. Like that's how it is with you about number two. Like you don't want to be having a child with this person who can't even be loyal to you. So we got the South Node as well. So with the North Node and the South Node being here, it's like they refuse to accept that you're not meant to be a part of their life, but then again, they want you to be a part of it because the South Node is the past, right? So they know the relationship should be left in the past, but they don't want to leave it in the past here, okay? So they go back and forth because they know that things are changing in their life for them, you know, to be a different person, but they still want to go back and get back into that older energy. But you're not on that. You're not really on that. I'm not getting that. We got Neptune. It's like they're delusional with the shit. Okay. You know, and we're gonna do one more. Okay, so 10th house, yeah, because you're moving up, okay, in your career, your status here, and that's why they want to come back around. Like I said, try to be a power couple with you, type shit. You're not on that. But that's how they're feeling. You know, they're feeling like dumbfounded because they realize what you brought to the table. Because I feel like these people were very superficial. Your exes was looking at how much money do you have, how many followers do you have, how many people do you notice that got some type of following, how many people like you, how many people don't like you. Like they're looking at the wrong shit in life instead of looking at how does this person make me feel? Does this person care about me? Do they care about whether I eat or not? Do they care about whether I have clean clothes on my back or not? Do they care about my health? My mental health, my physical health, my spiritual health, my emotional health. Those are the questions that these people should have been asking themselves, but instead it was more about materials. Because while you can get all the materials, you still are not going to be happy if it wasn't a true emotional connection. While you're with somebody who you may be making money with, if there's not a true emotional connection, most likely both or one of the people involved in that connection is going to be looking for that emotional fulfillment in somebody else. So it's not about getting together and making money. It's about having an emotional connection. Then you can get together and make some money. But if you don't have an emotional connection with somebody in the first place, it's never going to work. And these people have built relationships off of money, off of status, instead of off of love, off of a true emotional connection. Okay. So yeah, they really miss your presence, pound number two. They miss having you as a partner, okay? They really miss that, but I don't really get that they're, getting that, okay? So I've used pretty much all those cards. Okay, now we're gonna look at the advice for you, pound number two. What is the advice? Definitely don't give these people a chance. And just if I were you, pattern two, I would write down like significant exes you've had and just see the patterns because you're gonna find a pattern. And then you're gonna see that pattern and you're gonna find out that it may come from one of your parents or just something that you learned as a kid. And then when you see those patterns, you can work to change so that you're no longer attracting these types of people, pattern number two, okay? Because you deserve a good love. You know, you deserve a beautiful love. Because Janae said that in one of her songs. It's called New Balance. And she was like, some of us do deserve that. A love that's true and perfect. So that's what I'm getting for you, pile number two. You may even like that song here. But yeah. So Spirit, what is the advice of my pile number twos here? What is the advice? What is the advice for my pile number two, Spirit? What do you have for them? What messages do you have for them regarding these exes, okay? Because it's really giving exes. It's not giving past friends. It's giving a little bit of family, but more so the overarching energy is exes. Okay. Spirit, what is the energy? What is the advice for my pound number ones? Pound number twos. I keep saying that. So you may resonate with some of these messages. And then some of them in pound number one as well. Just take what resonates. When you come in my reading, take what you need, okay? If everything doesn't apply to you, it's okay to let it fly. All right. So Spirit, ooh, what is the advice? I'm like, pile number two. So all these cards flew out. So let's reshuffle that. What is the advice for my lovely pile number two? What is the advice for my pile number twos here, Spirit? Okay. So the first card is openness, okay? So the advice is to be open to receiving your blessings. Like, don't think that you can't manifest the partner that you want, or the friends that you want, or the career, the job, whatever it is for you, pile number two. Just know that you're able to manifest things when you believe. Like, things literally come into reality by belief, even if it's negative, right? So imagine if you put so much power behind those positive thoughts, just like you put that power behind those negative thoughts. When we put power behind negative thoughts, we think it's true. The same thing can be applied to positive thoughts. They can be true, okay? You have diligence here. So keep taking your time with your goals. Don't rush. Don't try to stun on your exes. You know what I'm saying? Like, take your time because the best revenge is your paper. The best revenge is your success, okay? Look, we got thriving. So whatever it is you're gonna do, be diligent in it because you're gonna thrive. And when you create something from an organizational space, it's better able to function long term than just making something and having a messy foundation. Like, no, have that solid foundation because you're gonna thrive. We got potential. You have the potential to create something monumental, but you have to be diligent. You have to be patient with yourself, pound number two. You might not have a lot of patience here. Be patient in building those strong, solid foundations for yourself. Be patient in growing. Be patient in being a business owner if that's what you want to be here, okay? Because we had a lot of Capricorn and Saturn energy. So you seem like the CEO type, pound number two, or the manager here. So just know that you're meant for those big positions and not to sabotage it or question it just because of these experiences with these exes or other people. Don't let how other people treated you determine how far you can go in life because they can't see your vision. They don't know how far God is going to take you. So don't ever for a second think that you're not worth it because of how these people treated you. Even if they said it, people project all the time. For real. We got love here. So focus on loving yourself. Focus on putting love in everything you do. Like when you're making food, put love into it. When you're making yourself a tea or a coffee, put love into it. When you're washing dishes and clothes, put love into it. Like those are some simple ways, but those are some powerful ways that you can put love into your life so that it multiplies and comes back to you. Because what you put out into the universe, you get back. Exactly. Well, we have success. Okay. So you're going to have success in whatever you're trying to do here or create. Okay. What else? Oh, release. Okay. So yeah, you have to release. Oh, I'm going to put this beautiful affirmation Psalm. It's called I Forgive Myself and Release. And I feel like pound number two, I feel like you hold a lot of guilt with these connections because you're like, how did I have all these people do me wrong? How did I miss the red flags? And I'm so intuitive. It's okay, pound number two, because a lot of times when we love somebody or we like somebody, we don't want to see the red flags. You know, we want to see the good because of the vibe I'm getting from you, pound number two, is one of my favorite movies. It's called Eve's Bayou, one of my favorites. Okay. And Aunt Moselle was like, when I was younger, I was always able to see people's life, but I could never see the men that came into my life. I could never see, you know, what she was trying to say is I could never see their energy or their fate. And I feel like the same thing has happened to you, pound number two, whether you're male, female, or non binary, you're intuitive as hell. But it seems like sometimes when it comes to your love interest, you could be a little bit blind, hence the saying, love is blind. So, Spirit wants you to release yourself from these connections. And like I said, write down similarities because you're going to find a theme, and that theme is going to show you a wound that you have. And then you can learn to stop accepting people like that, stop attracting people like that, and nurture that wound. Okay. What is the advice here? Ooh, okay, so the last card that I pulled out was literally patience. Pound number two, you gotta have patience with your goals, okay? You have to. You have a lot of birds flying around, so pay attention when you see birds flying around you because there's birds in these cards. You have taken risks, so yes, believe in yourself. That's taking a risk because sometimes we want to stay in our comfort zone because we want to see the evidence, but sometimes believing in yourself is taking a risk because sometimes you have to believe before you see it, you know, and that can be risky. So take that risk to believe in yourself and put the faith behind it. Put the action behind it because we got the action card. But you also want to have your faith, okay? Because things happen for us because our mind is so powerful. Our mind is so powerful. I have to say that twice because somebody here doubts themselves heavy. Your mind is powerful. You just have to be patient, okay? Because things will happen for you. Just be patient. With the security card, this is just saying that you're protected by your spirit guides. Pile number two, if you've been feeling weird vibes and energy, you're protected, okay? You also have the protection card, okay? So you are protected from these people, from these exes. They cannot do you any harm, or else harm will be done to them, okay? Because you're not to be played with that light like that, okay? And then you have focus. So place your focus on your self love. Place your focus on your goals. If you have children, place your focus there. Like put your focus on the things and the people that matter. Pound number two, don't focus on your exes and what they're doing, okay? Because they're miserable. They're not living who they really are, okay? They're not being who they really are in terms of like authenticity, sexuality, um, and I'm not saying that to like out people because that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just saying like energetically, like sometimes people don't live in their truth, and sometimes people have problems in relationships because they're actually just not attracted to that specific gender. But it's hard to admit that because the society that we live in is very homophobic. Like I literally had somebody come on my video and tell me that it's only men and women. There's no such thing as non-binary, and I had to correct them. You know, and I corrected them in a way that, you know, made an example. You know, I put it on my community tab like, hey, if you don't believe in that or if you feel like that's not a part of, you know, something that's important, then you can't be a part of my channel because I don't stand for homophobia. I don't stand for that, okay? I do not. You know, I had somebody come and say that, and I just deleted their comment. Like, one thing about me, I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not going to give you the satisfaction. I'm not going to give you the time of day. Your comment is going to be deleted. And if you keep commenting, you will get blocked. That's it. That's all. But yeah, I just said that because I want people to understand that sexuality is very important. People try to hide it and make it seem like it's shameful, but we all have a sexuality because we're all humans, okay? That's a normal part of human existence. All I'm saying is you, part number two, you may have had some exes that just were confused or just weren't like too sure. And this goes for all men, women, and non-binary people here. I'm not just specifically talking about men. You could have dated some women that were unsure. And it's okay because it's all a process. We're still getting to know ourselves, okay? That's all I'm saying. All right. All right. So pile number two, that is the end of your reading, honey. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it was a little bit lengthy, but thank you for staying. And I appreciate all the love and the positive comments. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Enjoy the rest of your day.